Walk through the streets of Seoul, and something quickly stands out. Hardly anyone is overweight, from busy office workers rushing to catch the subway, to elderly hikers climbing mountains with ease. South Koreans seem to live in a different rhythm, one where slimness is the natural state of life. But how? In a country filled with delicious street food, from crispy fried chicken to spicy tteokbokki, why do so few people gain weight? Is it genetics? Is it strict dieting? Or is there a deeper secret hidden in the Korean way of life? Today, we're diving deep into why South Koreans rarely gain weight, exploring 18 powerful cultural, dietary, and lifestyle reasons that have shaped one of the healthiest and leanest populations in the modern world. From the ancient philosophy of balanced eating to modern urban habits that keep people constantly moving, we'll uncover how slim living is not a trend in Korea. It's a tradition. And as you watch to the end, you'll discover how these simple habits, many of which cost nothing, can transform your own health no matter where you live. So let's begin this journey into the heart of Korean slim culture, where every bite, every step, and every lifestyle choice creates harmony between body and mind. 1. The traditional Korean diet, balance in every bite. Korean food is built on the principle of balance. Meals are colorful, diverse, and proportioned with care. Each table is a symphony of flavors, spicy, sour, salty, sweet, and bitter, all working together in perfect harmony. Instead of giant plates loaded with one heavy dish, Koreans eat from several small bowls, called banchan, that include vegetables, kimchi, tofu, and small amounts of fish or meat. Their main carb, rice, is usually served in modest portions, not oversized like in many countries. Even the cooking methods reflect moderation. Boiling, grilling, and steaming are more common than deep frying. This balance ensures meals are nutrient-rich, yet light on calories. Koreans aren't trying to diet. They're simply eating in a way that their culture has refined for thousands of years. The result? Natural portion control, healthy digestion, and bodies that rarely store excess fat. 2. Fermented foods that supercharge digestion. If you open any Korean refrigerator, you'll find jars of kimchi, doenjang, and gochujang. These fermented foods are more than side dishes. They're living organisms filled with beneficial bacteria that heal the gut and boost metabolism. Probiotics in kimchi help break down food faster, improving digestion and preventing bloating. They also reduce inflammation, strengthen immunity, and enhance fat metabolism. Research from Korean universities shows that regular kimchi eaters have lower body fat percentages and better insulin sensitivity. Koreans don't think of this as science, it's just daily life. Fermentation has been part of their tradition for centuries, long before the word probiotics became popular in the West. This everyday habit ensures that their digestive systems stay active and healthy, one of the keys to maintaining a naturally slim body. 3. Small portions and mindful eating. In South Korea, portion control isn't a rule, it's a mindset. Meals are served in small bowls, encouraging people to eat slowly and mindfully. Koreans rarely stuff themselves because meals are meant to satisfy, not overwhelm. There's even a cultural principle called bapmeoki, which means eating rice properly, taking small bites, chewing well and savoring the moment. By eating slowly, the brain has enough time to register fullness, preventing overeating. And because meals are shared with family or friends, people naturally pace themselves rather than rushing. It's the opposite of fast food culture. Eating becomes an experience, calm, respectful, and balanced. This daily mindfulness not only keeps Koreans slim, but also strengthens their relationship with food. 4. Daily movement is built into life. Koreans move a lot. Seoul, with its efficient subway system, encourages walking everywhere. From climbing stairs between metro stations to walking several blocks to get coffee, movement is woven into the fabric of daily life. Public transport also promotes walking. You can't just park at your destination. You have to move to reach it. Add to that the Korean love for outdoor activities like hiking, badminton, or community dancing, and it's easy to see why obesity rates stay low. Even older Koreans remain active well into their 70s and 80s, something rare in many parts of the world. Their lifestyle quietly burns hundreds of extra calories a day. No gym membership needed. 5. Low sugar culture. Sugar is one of the biggest hidden enemies of modern diets, but Koreans consume surprisingly little. Traditional Korean meals don't include desserts. Instead, they might end with fruit or a small rice cake. Even with the cafe boom, Americano coffee and sweetened black coffee is the top choice nationwide. This low sugar culture keeps insulin levels stable and prevents the constant cravings that lead to overeating. While Western snacks are available, most Koreans treat them as occasional indulgences, not daily habits. This simple discipline, often taught from childhood, makes a lifelong difference in weight management. 6. Tea and herbal drink culture. Koreans drink tea not for fashion, but for health. Barley tea, green tea, omija tea, and corn silk tea are staples in Korean homes. Each has a purpose: detoxifying the liver, improving digestion, or balancing energy. Barley tea, for instance, is served in most restaurants instead of water. It's believed to aid metabolism and reduce fat absorption. These teas are caffeine-light, calorie-free, and filled with antioxidants. They replace sugary sodas and juices, keeping calorie intake low and hydration high. It's a small, consistent habit that quietly contributes to long-term fitness. 7. Health and beauty consciousness. In South Korea, beauty and health are interconnected. From skincare to nutrition, people are highly aware of how their habits affect their appearance. Staying slim is not just about looks. It's seen as a reflection of self-care and discipline. K-pop idols and actors further reinforce this ideal. But unlike extreme dieting trends elsewhere, Koreans focus more on maintenance than dramatic weight loss. This means balanced meals, exercise, and regular wellness routines. There's also social encouragement. Friends compliment each other on healthy habits, and people take pride in looking youthful and energetic. It's not vanity. It's a culture of respect for one's body. 8. Home-cooked meals over fast food. Even in a fast-paced world, Koreans still value home-cooked meals. Most families cook fresh ingredients daily: rice, vegetables, tofu, and fish. The older generation passes recipes down, preserving a tradition of health. Home cooking means control, less oil, fewer preservatives, and portion awareness. Fast food exists, of course, but Koreans often see it as a treat rather than a routine. And even when eating out, traditional restaurants still serve balanced meals. The culture of eating together at home creates both emotional and physical nourishment, a natural defense against unhealthy eating patterns. 9. Regular meal times and light dinners. Consistency is key in Korean eating habits. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner happen around the same time each day. This regularity trains the body to expect food, preventing wild hunger swings and binge eating. Dinner, however, is usually light. A bowl of soup, rice, and a few vegetable sides, nothing too heavy before bed. Koreans understand that digestion slows during sleep, so heavy dinners are avoided. This habit keeps metabolism steady and prevents nighttime fat storage. Even in busy Seoul, many office workers eat early dinners, maintaining that cultural rhythm. 10. Vegetables in every meal. Vegetables are non-negotiable in Korean cuisine. From kimchi to spinach, bean sprouts, mushrooms, and lettuce wraps, every meal is packed with plants. These fiber-rich foods create fullness quickly and aid digestion. Unlike Western salads that may be repetitive, Korean vegetable dishes are flavorful and diverse, steamed, fermented, or seasoned with sesame oil and garlic. This variety keeps vegetables exciting while keeping calorie counts low. Koreans don't see vegetables as diet food, they're just food. That mindset makes healthy eating sustainable for life. 11. Hiking and outdoor activities. Hiking in South Korea is more than just a pastime. It's a national passion deeply woven into the country's lifestyle and culture. With roughly 70% of the land covered in mountains, it's easy to understand why nearly every weekend, trails across the nation come alive with enthusiastic hikers of all ages. From the famous Bukhansan trails in Seoul to the breathtaking Halasan on Jeju Island, Koreans see hiking as both recreation and rejuvenation. What's truly remarkable is how active older Koreans are. It's common to see seniors climbing steep trails with incredible stamina, equipped with trekking poles, bright outdoor gear, and a contagious sense of camaraderie. For them, hiking isn't merely exercise. It's a social ritual that strengthens both body and community bonds. The physical challenge combined with fresh mountain air and stunning natural scenery provides a holistic form of wellness. Instead of sedentary weekends, many Koreans spend their leisure time connecting with nature, relieving stress and staying fit naturally, a key factor in their longevity and vitality. 12. Body image and fashion pressure. In South Korea, slimness isn't just a personal preference. It's a cultural ideal closely tied to beauty, confidence, and even social success. From K-pop idols to television personalities, public figures often represent flawless appearances, shaping nationwide standards that influence everyday life. The country's fashion industry, known for its sleek silhouettes and minimalist aesthetics, promotes styles that highlight a lean figure, encouraging both men and women to stay fit. This societal expectation can be intense, especially in competitive urban settings like Seoul, where appearance often affects first impressions in jobs, relationships, and even friendships. However, this pressure also fosters discipline and awareness of health. Many Koreans maintain balanced diets, count calories, and join fitness centers or dance classes not just for vanity, but for vitality and confidence. Being in shape is also perceived as a sign of respect toward oneself and others. It conveys professionalism and self-care, values deeply admired in Korean culture. Ultimately, the social drive for beauty has, in many ways, evolved into a collective motivation for a healthier, more active lifestyle. 13. Low dairy and bread consumption. In traditional Korean diets, rice has always been the foundation of every meal, not bread, pastries, or dairy products. Unlike Western countries, where breakfast often includes toast, butter, cheese, or milk, Koreans typically start their day with rice, soup, vegetables, and sometimes a small portion of fish or eggs. This long-standing cultural difference drastically reduces their daily intake of saturated fats and processed sugars. Cheese, butter, and cream-based dishes were only introduced to Korea in recent decades. And even today, they remain occasional indulgences rather than daily staples. As a result, the average Korean diet avoids the calorie-dense and fat-laden temptations common in Western fast food or baked goods. This naturally helps people maintain lower body fat without strict dieting. Even desserts in Korea are lighter, often made from rice, flour, beans, or fruits instead of dairy and refined sugar. By avoiding heavy bread and dairy consumption, Koreans protect their metabolism, reduce inflammation, and keep their weight in check, proving that simple, traditional eating habits can yield long-term health benefits. 14. Soup-based meals that fill without fat. Soups and stews are the heart of Korean dining, providing warmth, comfort, and nutrition without the excess fat found in many Western meals. Classic dishes like kimchi jjigae, spicy kimchi stew, doenjang jjigae, soybean paste stew, and miyeokguk, seaweed soup appears on tables daily, often as the main dish or alongside rice and side dishes. These soups are cooked with wholesome, natural ingredients, vegetables, tofu, seaweed, and lean meats, simmered slowly to extract deep flavor without relying on oil or cream. Because soups are hot and eaten slowly, they naturally regulate portion control and enhance digestion. The broth hydrates the body, while fiber-rich vegetables and tofu help sustain fullness longer, preventing unnecessary snacking. Koreans also believe in the healing power of soup. Many varieties include fermented ingredients that support gut health and boost immunity. By prioritizing soup-based meals instead of fried or creamy foods, Koreans maintain a balanced calorie intake while enjoying satisfying, nutrient-dense dishes that cleanse, nourish, and sustain the body. It's a delicious way to stay slim effortlessly. 15. Korean school lunch, culture, and education. Healthy eating in South Korea begins not at home, but in the classroom and cafeteria. From elementary school, children are educated about food balance, nutrition, and respect for ingredients. The school lunch program, known as gyoshik, is government supervised to ensure every meal meets strict nutritional standards. Each tray typically includes rice soup, a protein dish such as grilled fish or bulgogi, and several side dishes, banchan like kimchi, spinach, bean sprouts, or seaweed. Soft drinks, chips, and processed foods are almost non-existent in Korean schools. Instead, children grow accustomed to traditional flavors and wholesome meals similar to what adults eat. These experiences train their palates early, reducing cravings for junk food later in life. Teachers often eat the same lunch with students, modeling portion control and mindful eating. Through this system, nutrition becomes part of education, not an afterthought. By the time Korean students reach adulthood, they instinctively understand balance, moderation, and food variety. While other nations struggle with obesity fueled by cafeteria fast food, Korea's structured lunch system has become a model of health, proving that wellness education, when started young, can transform a generation's relationship with food. 16. Stress management, sleep, and wellness routines. In the midst of Korea's fast-paced, high-achieving culture, wellness and recovery hold a sacred place. Many Koreans recognize that a balanced body begins with a balanced mind and proper rest. Maintaining consistent sleep schedules is part of daily discipline. Studies show that adequate sleep regulates hunger hormones like leptin and ghrelin. While lack of sleep can lead to cravings and overeating, something Koreans are culturally trained to avoid. Beyond sleep, stress management is deeply woven into Korean lifestyle practices. Public bathhouses known as jjimjilbang serve as affordable sanctuaries for relaxation, detoxification, and social bonding. People visit these saunas weekly to unwind, sweat out toxins, and reset their bodies. Meditation centers, yoga studios, and mountain hiking, a national pastime, further support mental and physical renewal. By consciously managing stress, Koreans prevent the rise of cortisol, a hormone that encourages fat storage and inflammation. Their wellness philosophy isn't about indulgence, it's maintenance. From herbal teas and massages to warm communal baths, these habits form a rhythm of recovery that keeps both mind and body aligned. In Korea, wellness isn't an event, it's a lifelong discipline rooted in balance, rest, and mindful living. 17. Skincare and detox philosophy for inner health. Skincare in Korea isn't only about the face, it's about internal purity. The concept of clear skin reflects inner balance, good digestion, and proper hydration. People drink detox teas, eat antioxidant-rich fruits, and avoid oily or greasy foods, not just for beauty, but for body harmony. This holistic approach means that what's good for the skin is also good for weight. Hydration, vitamins, and low-fat meals all contribute to both glowing skin and a slim figure. In other words, Koreans take care of their health inside out. Beauty is simply the visible result. So why do South Koreans rarely gain weight? It's not one secret, it's a symphony of habits. A diet built on vegetables and fermented foods. A lifestyle filled with walking, hiking, and social activity. A culture that celebrates balance, mindfulness, and wellness over indulgence. They don't count calories, they respect their bodies. They don't chase beauty, they cultivate harmony. From childhood lunch programs to elderly hiking groups, every layer of society supports health. Even modern trends, from skincare to K-pop fitness, align with traditional wisdom passed down through generations. The Korean secret isn't about restriction, it's about rhythm. Eating with intention, moving with purpose, resting with balance. And maybe that's the message we can all learn. Slim living isn't about being thin, it's about being whole. It's about treating your body not as a battlefield, but as a home. Because in the end, the real secret of Korean slim living is this. They don't diet to live. They live in a way that makes dieting unnecessary. Before you scroll away, don't forget this is just the beginning. What you've seen today is only a glimpse into how South Korea is quietly changing the future. There's a lot more they're not telling the world yet, and I'll be uncovering every bit of it here. So, hit like if this blew your mind, share it with someone who loves discovering hidden truths, and comment your thoughts below. I want to know what surprised you the most. And most importantly, subscribe and turn on notifications bell, because the next episode will reveal things about South Korea that even locals don't talk about. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.